What's up? I'm Daisha McBride. We are here in Nashville, Tennessee at Trace Horse Studios, and you are now watching Rabbit on High.
To the top, like, oh, yeah. I said I run around with the squad. I came up and believe it or not, I got a handful of keys to the top. Oh, it don't get better than this. Yeah,
I'm glad you're doing what you're doing.
Me too. Hopefully it'll pay off.
Yeah, for sure.
I need that.
Yeah, I have faith it's gonna happen.
I like your enthusiasm. I need that in my life.
Dude, I'm for real. Like I feel like
that.
shit here is gonna blow up.
I
you
hope
know?
so.
And like you guys that are like you, Mike. I'm listening to the other guys that you told me about. And I want you to turn me on to like more people that are here.
Yes, remind me to text you that list.
But dude,
for
good
sure.
things are gonna happen.
I think so.
I feel it because like it doesn't make any sense to me that the rap world here isn't getting the attention that it's getting everywhere else because this is such a music town.
But I think because like Nashville, it's a music town, but it's so poppin' country, and it's like, and we have all the resources here. It's just I think those people in the poppin' country world really just have to kind of open their eyes and like be like, let's kind of explore the hip hop scene because there is one here and it's dope. So.
That's what I hope we're going to be doing with this Rabbit on. We're calling what we're doing Rabbit on High.
Rabbit on
High. And I hope what we're going to do is focus on bringing like Nashville to everybody else's attention because I feel like if people outside Nashville start seeing like, holy shit, there's great rappers in Nashville.
There is, yeah.
Then the people in Nashville are going to have to start going like, wait a minute, like
For
why
sure.
haven't we been paying attention to this?
Yeah.
Are we rolling? Okay. All right. We
All
already
right.
got some cool shit.
All right. Interview started.
Yeah.
I'm doing a verse and a chorus.
Verse and a chorus.
Verse and a chorus.
The pocket.
First.
I'd like to be credited as the pocket on this.
Ian, you good?
Yeah, Ian, are you ready?
Yeah, let's roll. Yes.
Fire away.
You can just stand and look at the camera.
look. Young rap girl, foot on the gas. Low key, but I move with the cash. And I ball like Steve with the Nash in the 6-1V with some hits on me. Who gon' check me? Get Nike. X-Man block, but he still texts me. And I live in the suburbs with love for the streets. I got him on my wave like a crow's.
All right, well, so I guess introduce yourself, you know, your name, where you're from, and just give us a quick rundown of what we just did here.
All right. So my name is Daisha McBride, or the rap girl, either one. But I'm actually from Knoxville, Tennessee. But I moved to Nashville I moved to Murfreesboro to go to school, and I went to MTSU, and then I moved to Nashville about like 6-7 months ago. But I've been here, and I've fully immersed myself in the Nashville music scene. But I mean, what we just did here, it was dope. We made the track yesterday, and it was all live instruments, which was pretty cool. And then I came back today and did a song over it. So it was dope.
You had less than 24-hour turnaround time.
Yeah, and I really didn't listen to it till like last night at like midnight. So maybe like a little less than that. So yeah.
What do you have a name for the song that you just recorded?
Goodness. It's a great question. We can call it Whoa. Because I just keep on saying whoa. So we're going to call it Whoa.
Well, I like the part in where you're talking about, you know, looking out for your mom and the people that stuck by you the whole time.
Yeah.
What's it like, is your mom supportive of you doing hip-hop?
Yeah, I mean, both of my parents are supportive. It took them a minute to get it because they're like, my parents are like old and they're very like Christian, conservative. And so when I came to them, I was like, I want to be a rapper. You could imagine their joy of, yeah. But I think they're slowly starting to get it. The more they see me and the more I send them stuff. And I'm like, hey, Mom, like, look at this magazine article or look at this, like, show. And I'm like, oh, I sold this many tickets. I think they're slowly starting to get it, but it might take them some time. But I think they're on board.
Well, plus a lot of your raps, like, I've listened to a lot of it.
Yeah.
It's you know, it's meaningful. Like, it's art.
Yeah, yeah.
Did they dig that part of it?
Yeah, that's honestly why I kind of went the more conscious rap way because, like, so I don't know if you noticed, but I don't curse in my lyrics. So I don't curse because my parents, like, and just the way I was raised. And when I first started doing music and I wanted to get studio time, my dad was like, you know, we'll give you studio time, like, I'll pay for it, but I don't want to hear, you know, that garbage that I'm hearing on the radio. Because, I mean, at the time, all that was on the radio was, like, Nicki Minaj. And, you know, we all know how vulgar Nicki can be. So that's kind of why I kind of shifted towards the whole not using profanity and, like, talking about for real things, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're a big part of that for sure.
I dig that.
Yeah.
And I would also at this point like to apologize to Mr. and Mrs. McBride. If they're watching this interview and I've been cussing like a sailor.
They're
sorry.
good. Nah, it's all good.
All right.
Nah, it's all good.
8 click counts.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a little rough for me. Now I know the lyrics.
Calm me down. 14 left.
You said call me the pocket? Yeah. Oh, damn. Alright. Like, whoa.
Really though. Really though.
So, you said you wrote these lyrics last night, starting
Yeah.
around midnight.
Yeah.
I was listening. I think it's in your song "Extra." You're talking about it, you write a lot at 4 a.m. and the
Yeah.
lyrics just come to you.
Yeah.
Is that sort of like your process late at night?
Yeah, I'm weird. Like, I don't write during, like, the day. It's kind of hard. Like, I'm more... As soon as, like, it gets dark, the later it gets, honestly, the more my mind kind of settles and it kind of get into music mode. So, like, I had really bad, like, insomnia. So, yeah. So I'll be up 3, 4 in the morning. I'm just writing lyrics, but...
When you're writing
Yeah.
lyrics, are you usually doing it to a beat, or you ever just like write the lyrics and then kind of put them onto a beat? Or...
Normally, I do have a beat because I feel like I have a philosophy, right? I feel like the beat is going to tell you what it wants you to say. So I normally go with the beat. It's been rare if I just write lyrics with no beat, but most of the time I have a beat, yeah.
All right. You've
Yeah.
been working a lot with, give a shout out to
Bruno. Yes.
We were listening
Yes,
to some
Big
of your new
Bruno.
stuff that's
Yes.
coming out
Yeah.
soon, and
Yeah.
it's dope.
Thank you.
Tell us what you're doing, like, you
Yeah.
know, what's the immediate future got in store?
I guess for me right now is just I think I'm maybe doing like 2 more singles before the year ends probably. And then the top of the year I want to drop a project. And I've dropped projects in the past, but like not any that I really took completely serious and not any that I really believed in. But I feel like the music that I've made over the summer with Bruno is hands down the best music I've made so far. So that'll drop at the top of the year for sure. And I think from there, I think opportunities will just present themselves after that. I'm very, I think some stuff will probably happen after the project drops, but I think people kind of want to see what I can do and like kind of see what the music's going to sound like. And then I think hopefully some big things will happen. So
I think you're right about
yeah,
that.
I'm just.
And you're dropping it as we talked about this yesterday. It's
Yes.
basically a mixtape, right?
Yes, it's basically a mixtape. It's not an album. It's basically, but it's a high quality mixtape, though.
Is everybody that's watching this gonna know the difference between an album and a mixtape? Because
I hope
didn't.
so. Yeah, they should.
All right,
They should.
If you're
Yeah.
listening to this, and we didn't cut out this part that I'm saying right now, shame on you for not knowing the difference between an album and a mixtape.
Because there's a difference.
There's a difference.
There is.
Okay, now we're good.
Oh, it don't get better than this. Yeah, I'm cold with the flow. I had to compliment my wrist.
Music, if they play it, is really out of my control, but still let them know I'm here, like when they check for the roll. And to me, that's interesting in the whole discussion of kind of the Nashville rap scene, because y'all are making sick music.
Yeah, I mean,
but a
great
lot
music,
of people
yeah.
don't know about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, speak to that.
I mean, I guess it's pretty much what you just said. Like, me personally, I'm probably not gonna waver. Like, a lot of people, they've come to me and be like, yo, you know, if you made music like this or if you rap like this, you probably have a deal right by now. If you probably be here and be doing that. But I'm just like, that's just not me. That's not really what I want to do. So really, I'm just gonna focus on making good music. And I just feel like things will fall into place after that. Like, I think it was, I don't know if it was Jay-Z. Somebody said it, but it was like, only real music's gonna last. All that other BS is here today and gone tomorrow. So I want to be one of those artists that's timeless, like Michael Jackson. You know, we're still playing Michael Jackson today. So I guess, like in the lyrics, so I'm just gonna play and make good music. And if they play it, then it's really out of my control. But I'm gonna be here making good music. So that's kind of what the lyric, I think, means.
To me, that makes you a real artist. I think that's what real
I hope
artists
so,
are.
yeah.
You know, doing it for the art, even if nobody's listening.
Yeah.
That's your art.
I mean, because at the end of the day, like, this is, like, how I express myself. So whether anybody listens to the music or not, I still feel good because I'm like, oh, I'm getting it all out. Like, I'm expressing my emotions and all that good stuff. So, yeah, that's
You
what
ever
I
heard
think.
of John Hyatt?
John Hyatt? I don't think so.
He's kind of a folk singer, pretty famous dude here in town, and I listened to him give a talk recently, and he was saying that an artist is kind of like a shaman, where his sort of definition of a shaman was like if way back in the day, before people like, you know, came to America, even if you were like the shaman of your tribe and you were near the ocean and you went to the ocean and you saw a boat out on the horizon, you never seen a boat before, and you don't have a word to describe that, right? So you got to figure out how to describe that thing that you just saw. And you got to go back to your people and try to explain to them what it is that you just saw. And you gave that as the metaphor for art. And I feel like
that's very true. Yeah.
Yeah, because you have something in your vision and in your head, and you have to try to communicate that.
Yeah,
right?
no, it's very true. That's a really good description. I like that.
Yeah. Yep. Well, Ian kept going, so I was like, well, I'm gonna keep going too.
What
did you listen to the most growing up? Like, what were your parents having you listen to?
Ooh, what I listened to the most? That's a good question. So my parents, they played like a lot of like gospel music, but like my dad, he likes James Brown. So I know a lot of James Brown. I'm trying to think. My parents weren't like big music people though. Like they play music every once in a while, but for the most part, it was just they just cut on the radio. So for me, I kind of discovered music my own way, and it was really just what my friends were listening to. But like, so I'm from Knoxville, and there's not really a hip hop scene there that's, you know, bloomed yet. So for me, it was a lot of like John Mayer and like a lot of like rock bands and stuff like like Daughtry. I used to love Daughtry. I don't know why.
My wife liked it.
I really loved Daughtry. Like, but then of course it was like rap wise, maybe like T.I., Lil Wayne. I'm trying to think some of the real Southern people. Ludacris. I really liked Ludacris. So a little bit of everything, to be honest.
Did you listen to the new Lil Wayne album?
I did.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, he's definitely like one of the greatest rappers of all time. I don't know if it's my favorite album from him, but it's Lil Wayne. So Lil Wayne's worst album could still be better than 99.9% of the albums out today. So he's still the greatest, yeah.
I saw where like Kanye on social media was saying, you know, I know my album's going to release as number 2 because Lil Wayne's album is coming out.
Yeah.
So everybody seems to share that sentiment.
Yeah.
Did you play music growing up? Like, did you play any instruments?
I played the violin, which was really random. I did orchestra, so I was pretty decent at it, but that's about it. And that's just because they made us do it in school, so.
You like it?
I actually did. Like, I've always said I want to go buy another one because I was pretty good. Yeah.
Maybe we'll hear some fiddle in your in a rap tune someday.
Just wait on it. Just wait on it.
All right. Now the even weirder questions.
Uh-oh.
You have to pick 3 of your favorite artists of all time, and it doesn't have to be music. It could be painters, film people, or it could be music. But 3 favorite artists.
I think, I'm just going to stick with music because, that could get kind of hard if I go outside of music out of all time. And I'm doing, like to listen to play a song with, like what?
Most meaningful to you.
Just meaningful to me. Lauryn Hill, for sure. And I feel like I'm, like, biased because, like, most of them are females, but, I mean,
That's all good.
Missy Elliott is, like, God. And then one more. I might say, like, Drake or somebody, honestly. Like, and some people are going to be like, Drake, because he's, like, kind of, like, a new school guy. But, I mean, Drake's awesome. So I'll say that. I'm going to say Lauryn Hill, Missy Elliott, and Drake.
All right.
A very good variety.
Very cool. And this is the last question. What is the most meaningful lyric to you that you've ever written?
The most meaningful lyric to me I've ever written. Ooh. You know how many lyrics I wrote?
Deep shouty.
I guess, so there's a song that I have, it's called Look Mom. And it's like the whole second verse I really rock with. It goes, wait. Well, I'll go to two different ones. So like with Look Mom, I say, let's talk about the fact that my life could change soon. Let's talk about the fact that I'm still Daisha with the moves. Let's talk about the fact that I'm still enrolled in school. And let's talk about the fact that my bandwagon's getting full. I think the way that I flowed on the beat, it was just nice. And like where I was at when I wrote it, I was just like, I'm still in school. I'm like, I don't want to be here, but I'm like, dang, I just feel like my life could just change at any second. Like, like Jay-Z could call me tomorrow and be like, let's sign. So I think I like that kind of that second verse a lot because just kind of where I was at when I wrote it. But, so, and then last year I put out a project, a little mixtape called Need These Storms. And there's an actual song on there called Need These Storms, which is where the whole project name came from. And I say, I did it on my own, that's the hardest. All of it, think they forgot it. I planted my seeds up in the garden, but they need these storms to harvest. And it was just like, again, kind of where I was at, because I'm just like, I was in the studio and I'm just like, man, I've been pretty much doing all this on my own. Like, I've never had like a huge team behind me. I never had, like a label or anything behind me. So it was like, did it on my own. That's the hardest. All of it, think they forgot it, because it's like if I could really go through and be like, dang, like I've done a lot. So it's just kind of saying like all of it, like I've did like by myself, like, and I said, planted my seeds up in the garden, which is like me kind of looking back and being like, I really been rapping for like 10 years. And I remember when I was in my room writing at like 2 a.m, and I'm just sitting there like, why am I writing? Like, this is not going to matter. But I feel like I've kind of sort of put in that like 10,000 hours thing. So I'm like, planting my seeds up in the garden. So it was kind of just me saying like, I've been working, like I feel like I've put in my work, but they need these storms to harvest. And basically it was just saying like, I'm going to go through some things, or I feel like I'm going through some things, but at the end of the day, like it's all going to pay off. So I don't know, that line was kind of dope too. So I'm going to go with that one for now.
I came up and believe it or not, I got a handful of keys to the top. Like, oh. Yeah, I said I run around with the squad. I came up and believe it or not, I got a handful of keys.